Welcome, friends, to this edition number 24 of the Morsk feed. In this edition, of course, we're going to have some very dramatic and important events take place, which included drinking water made from human sludge. Oh yes, water that is made from human sludge. It is very, very delicious, according to Bill Gates, and we will all have to drink some. And of course, my candidacy for the president gets a major endorsement, which you will find out later on. Do not forget, my friends, to visit my website, which of course is morsklittlemonthly.com, where you will find a new short story practically every single month. Interview me on Podomatic and YouTube. And of course, to buy my book, He, a Sexual Odyssey. And new on my website, yes, I have something new all the time. There's a shopping spot where you can buy not only my book, but buttons like this, and of course certain bumper stickers, etc. Friends, on a personal note, in these challenging times when commuter trains, jump the tracks, people suffer horrendous fates and terrorist organizations overrun entire cities, it is difficult to maintain one's convictions that all is well. One movement, and one alone, is destined to relieve us of the burden of indecisiveness and megalithic vulnerability that haunts the empty shell of our daily existence. That movement, peanut butter for peace, my friends. That's what it is, peanut butter. Well, it may not require this interesting music, but unless of course you have the peanut allergy, in which case you can just forget about the whole thing. Now to this week's lead stories, of which there are only a few. Kanye West was booed at the Billboard Music Awards when large portions of his performance had to be bleeped out and he was barely visible behind a shower of sparks. When asked to comment, he said, quote, "The effin' award show effin' over effin' bleeped the F out of me, those little mother effin' bastards," unquote. Then he disappeared in a fury of fake fire. Right on, you effing douchebag. Bill Gates tricked Jimmy Fallon on The Tonight Show into drinking water made from treated poop. And later in this broadcast, I, Stephan Morsk, will also drink this water made from poop. Later, Fallon said he wasn't worried about getting sick, as he had, quote, tried something similar to that in college, unquote. Interesting concept, I guess. Missouri House Speaker John Diehl resigned after it was revealed he had sent sexually tinged text messages to a college intern named Katie Graham. He promised to end the relationship, calling it, quote, an error of judgment. When asked to comment, Katie Graham said, quote, "I don't really care that much. He wasn't as big a deal as he said he was." Size does matter, Katie. Now, as candidate for presidency, which I announced last edition of the Morsk feed. By the way, downloaded and Stolochnaya go together beautifully, I think. Don't you? I do. As candidate for the presidency, I accept endorsements from major political figures. I must also tell you that in the first 24 hours of my campaign, I have raised an incalculable sum of $58.29 in pledged support. Of course, $36 of that came from my cousin Marie for something I did for her years ago when we were just kids growing up in the suburbs of Paris. I'd better not divulge exactly what that was, however. I am receiving an influx of high-quality endorsements. This one is from a former Louisiana governor, Pierre Culpepper. I will attempt to pull him in from the Smotnik satellite. Hello, Governor. Governor, come in. Is that you? Oh, I see. Yes. Governor Culpepper, is that then an endorsement of my candidacy for the President of the United States? Well, thank you so much for this important boost to my grassroots candidacy, which is taking off like the wildfire. Alright, I think we may have lost the Governor Culpepper. Let me see. We have lost him, but clearly this is an important endorsement for our bid for the presidency. Now for the hearing impaired, since I am fluent in the sign language, I will translate what the Governor Culpepper has said. Well, we have the time for a few tweets from around the Twitterverse. Some of these Twitterers have altered their names slightly so as to remain a sort of anonymous. The first is from a Lave Detterman, who writes, quote, "Now that I have retired, you should think of doing the same, you illiterate half-baked French soufflé. Hashtag kiss my crepe." Well, Lave, I appreciate your concern for my retirement plan, but I can assure you I have no plans on abandoning a $12 trillion career on a whim like you did, you supercilious pissant. By the way, further, you misfire of passionate lust, you little French satie of inordinate aboriginal passion. I love you. That is insolence. The second one is from a Jerusalem Benner. Jerusalem Benner, who writes, quote, every time I see your sleek French skin on the Morsk feed, my nipples harden and I get a weird titillation in my soon-to-be gone testicles. Hashtag pre-snip amour. Well, Jerus, I can only say in response to your flattering comments, get in line, you washed-up Olympian, semi-castrated freak. The third and final Twitter is from an Aggie Iselia, who writes a quote, I feel like twerking every time I stare at your awesome French face and feel as if I am losing control of my butt. Hashtag dear God, F me quick. Well, Aggie, I appreciate the comments. Perhaps someday we will twerk our way up the Eiffel Tower together. Bitch. Well, my friends, this brings us to the conclusion of Morsk Feed 24. With his insolence, however, first I will drink a water made entirely of processed human sludge, as recommended by Bill Gates. Let's see. This water is made from a combination of poop, pee, menstrual flow, regurgitated kung pao, moldy breast milk, explosive diarrheal evolve, pussy juice, semi-aborted fetal fluids, reconstituted flatulence. Well, if Bill Gates can do it, let me give it a try. It is the purest water. I think I have... it is the purest... what is the purest waters that I have ever drunk in my... Turn it off.